Check 1, 2.
Well, hello there, boyfriend. How are you this fine day?
I'm really good.
Is it working?
Yes.
Excellent. Let's not touch shit.
I'm afraid to ask, but I have a great question.
I don't even know what I was going to say. I'm so disturbed right now.
It's afraid to ask. Did you ever buy... I was talking about this on stage the other day. And it was one of those things
Can we
where...
do another hour and just talk about how perfect Costco is?
Do you know sometimes that I say something on stage and no one laughs and I go, oh my God, it's just me. Like sometimes you're on stage and you say something and everyone laughs and you go, we all hate the craft store. And then there are other times when I go, this is so funny. And I go, yeah, guys ever been to that? And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I feel like that happens to me I said that Hunter Biden was aging like an organic blueberry from Costco. Have you ever bought organic blueberries from Costco? And the joke is no, and I go, maybe it's not even funny. I buy organic blueberries and I said, sometimes they expire by the time they get moldy by the time that guy highlights your receipt. Oh. And then I go,
that's funny.
I looked at the expiration date and it was just like 10, 9, 8, 7. And I'm starting to think maybe it doesn't happen to everyone.
No, I throw away so much fruit.
They go so bad. Thank you. Damn it. I knew it. Do you keep your fruit in the fridge?
Some of it.
You do? I don't know. Do you know I don't know stuff like that? My parents never taught me.
I kind of feel like I can't go there right now because I'm going to go down a wormhole of like all the fruits that should be at a certain temperature. And did you see like how fridges have like a fruit label and then a vegetable label and you move the temperature and humidity to accommodate their needs?
Yeah, we didn't used to have that.
And what vegetables? I don't know. They're not all the same. Some have a hard outside, some are soft.
I don't think those do anything.
Well, but why do they exist then?
I don't believe it.
Is it just like the elevator button that makes it look like it's closing just so that you feel good, but it doesn't work?
You know what's funny? Brian Regan used to have a joke before, because back when I was growing up, there was no button.
Else doesn't work.
Well, Brian Regan used to go, because there didn't used to be fancy refrigerators. And he was talking about just being in like this store buying refrigerators. And he was like, some of them were $500 and other ones were like $2,000. And he's like, this one keeps your food cold for $500. This one keeps your food cold for $1,000. This one over here keeps your food. I'm ruining it, but I
want to know other stuff that's fake now.
What do you mean it's fake?
Well, like the elevator button and.
Do you think that your drugs are making you skip context? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
I just said that and you interrupted me. I said that I didn't know the fruit and vegetable buttons or the things in the fridge. Like you said, are they fake? You. And I said, just like the elevator button that closes on people, but we know it doesn't work. I've had fire marshals tell me that button, but you kept interrupting me about the fruit and vegetables.
Do you think if we played it back, do you think I was interrupting you?
Drugs,
or do you think you were interrupting me?
And just so you know that they are legally prescribed by my physician. Mm-hmm. What's your excuse?
I honestly don't have one. I wonder who really interrupted who if we play it back. I apologize for interrupting you.
I very clearly talked about the elevator button.
Erica met.
Stop.
Erica's friends with or met a fire marshal, probably a guy with a fucking man bun, couple of tattoos.
Sexy as hell.
He told her. He told her that the close button on the elevator is just for show.
Yeah. You know why?
Really
it helps reduce panic and anxiety in people who don't want to be in elevators, who feel claustrophobic, who need to get to their destination quicker. But legally, he's like, why would we have a button that could potentially squish somebody? We don't. So that one won't work. The keep it open button absolutely will. So if you're loading stuff, it will open it up again.
Fascinating.
But like, it makes sense, right?
It does.
So what else is fake?
I think that's it.
No, there's more than just those two. But now I seriously want to move my zucchini into where my strawberries are and have them cohabitate and see what happens.
Could I go back to the elevator? Have you ever been waiting for an elevator and you go up there and it's lit up? There's people waiting. It's lit up. And then sometimes I'll go up to the lit button and I'll press it and I'll go, hey, there's more people here. Do you think that helps? It does not.
I don't think so.
To extra press, I will often extra press the button to go like, hey, now there's even more people. Hurry the fuck up. Right?
Whoa.
Hurry up.
Aggressive.
All right.
I want to, as soon as we're done, I want to look up a whole list of stuff that's fake.
What do you mean stuff? This like what else?
I don't know. There's something in cars. There has to be something in a car to like calm people down. What?
It's an
It's
interesting.
mind blowing, but it's got to be out there. There's stuff.
But okay, but is the close door button actually there to reduce people's anxiety, or is it there so when the fireman turns his key, it actually closes the door and he presses it if there's a fire outside? Isn't that why it's there? Like, it's not working for us, but if a fireman turns that key, that closed door button's gonna work, right? Can you call your fire marshal boyfriend?
You don't need the button. The key does it.
They're
They're not hitting the damn button. He probably has a whole code.
I don't know if.
Hey, what about the fact that we have?
What?
Well, wasn't it about like airplanes? Why do they have steering wheels?
I don't know what's happening. I don't think airplanes have steering wheels.
Yeah.
You mean like the controls?
Yeah.
You mean like we don't really need them?
Yes.
I don't know.
Like, for example, was it Elon Musk's new robotic car?
Yes.
Doesn't have pedals, doesn't have steering wheels, and people are like, oh, that's so foreign. But like, we just took that Waymo car in San Francisco.
I think I said this to you in the car.
It's turning.
We don't really need that.
But like, we don't need it.
But we would need it to. I know I'm the one that might be brought that up. But you might need it to get the car if it breaks and you want a human to drive it.
If the car breaks, it's not going anywhere, regardless of having a steering wheel.
I hate
broken.
To say. Could I just read you something?
Airplanes don't have.
The closed door button on most elevators doesn't actually work for the general public. However, firefighters like Erica's boyfriend and maintenance workers can still use keys to make the closed door button work.
Yeah, but they don't have to have the button. I feel like they can just use a key and
it's
have
saying,
like an ability to shut it from somewhere else.
Could I want me to read the words again?
I just don't think you have to push the button.
It says, however, firefighters and maintenance workers can use keys to make the closed door button work.
Fine, but I feel like you can also utilize the key by itself. I don't think you have to hit the button.
But in some cases, the closed door button may still
I'm
work.
just looking around the house right now. There's other things. You can read off whatever you want, but I'm going to...
Fascinating. It is a huge topic.
What?
It's in the United States it doesn't work, but in some other countries it does work.
Oh, I saw a hack that some guy...
Can I tell you how right you are first? You saw a hack, some guy. I just wanted to say, I know I did a thing where I said I told you so. Oh my God.
What?
I have another fake thing.
What? Tell me. That's what I'm saying.
Don't lose your thought.
I can't sleep.
I have such a good one.
What?
First of all, you're correct. Perceived control is important. That's why sometimes they put an elevator button. It diminishes stress.
Yeah, I know that.
You ready for this?
Duh. What?
Don't lose your thought you had. Signs. Sometimes the walk thing doesn't work.
Yes.
When you press the button. You ready for this? A lot of workplaces have a fake thermostat on the wall.
I was just going to say the thermostat. I'm not even kidding you. That's what I was going to say. I saw a video online where this guy was like,
damn,
the thermostats are set in hotels at like 61 or whatever, or I don't remember the temperature. And he's like, but I'm so hot and I need it colder. So check this out. And he does all these like button tricks and then hits a button and then it can go, he overrides the system and gets it lower.
Damn.
So like, where were we in Vegas where we tried to use air conditioning and they said they didn't have it or something?
We were.
Or Tropicana before they blew it up.
The heat. Weren't we trying to use the heat?
And they had a heat button and then you had to call and they were like, oh, it doesn't work.
We were.
And you were like, what do you mean?
Freezing.
But do you remember that? And they actually told you at the front desk, the heat, we don't have heat here because it's Las Vegas.
Freezing.
You crazy.
And there was a thermostat that said heat and I was cranking and cranking. We're so cold.
It wasn't working.
We got this beautiful room. They upgraded us and I go, we got to switch rooms, right? And you're like, yeah, we have. It was so cold. We were going to switch rooms. Because I go, the thermostat's broken. And it had a heat button. Mm-hmm. And I called up and they go, we don't have heat. I go, you got a heat button?
Well, this one really bothers me, but this is more so of just like not being truthful. Mm-hmm. There was a guy who talked about working in a restaurant and he got fired and he was angry. So he's like, I'm going to dispel all of these things. And he said, just so you know, organic food at a restaurant is almost always not organic.
Okay.
They will buy whatever that's like the cheapest and they'll say farm to table.
What?
And clean or fresh, market grown, but it's not organic. And a bunch of stores, when they run out of food, will go to like another grocery store and rip off the labels. And so this guy took a picture at a farmer's market of an apple that had a sticker on it with a barcode. The farmer at the farmer's market ran out of their produce and filled up their basket with apples from a grocery store, and it had a barcode on it. And he was like, I had to confront him, and they were saying, well, we work for a restaurant supplier, and the restaurant also wants organic, but we can't keep up with it. So the restaurant said, just say it's farm to table, but it doesn't have to be organic. And they'll say they think it's organic.
Wow. But isn't that, to me, that strikes me as more his experience at a certain restaurant. I don't know how many. Do you know, I've been to
Elevator
comedy clubs.
buttons.
I've been to comedy clubs.
Yeah, you're right. But still.
I saw an owner.
Then what about the restaurant with the special of the day, when really the special of the day isn't a special? It's usually shit that they want to get rid of because it's going to go bad. Do you think
that's true at nice restaurants? I don't know if it is. Because like we just went to a restaurant and the special of the day was this beautiful ribeye at nice restaurant. I'm theorizing that at a nice restaurant, it's a real special.
Where do you draw the line at nice? 2 stars? 3 stars?
Yeah. I felt like that place we went recently, I felt like the special was like something that, because remember he was like, our special tonight is the old fish.
I don't even understand it though. The special was a ribeye. There was a ribeye on the menu. So all they did was just add a different
special
sauce.
Preparation. So in that case, I think maybe it's the chef doing something
Weird.
Cool. I think it's the chef.
Okay, find me another one.
By the way, they call it the Decoy thermostat.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've been in a room with a Decoy thermostat. Mm-hmm. That is some bullshit.
Isn't that crazy?
But you want the illusion of control. But what I don't want is,
with the Decoy one, do they say what temperature they set it at to make people calm down?
It just allows you to control it and it doesn't do anything. So you can put it down to whatever you want, and
so
it just doesn't change.
Like 10 degrees.
I mean,
gotcha.
Or like a hotel, like whatever it goes, whatever, like, you know.
What else? What else you got? Come on, there's more. There's more. There have to be more.
Oh, I was going to check out something you asked.
I feel duped.
I couldn't find any.
What?
I want to look. Is the special of the day old food? People have always wondered, is it true that dishes served as today's special are usually leftover from the day before? Is there a real answer, though? I would like an answer from somebody that really knows. It's mixed. It's saying kind of what I was saying. It was saying that shitty place might be leftovers. Nice place might be nice because of the expiration date.
Talking about expiration dates, I think a lot of those are fake too, just so that you have to buy the product again. You know,
I just had an experience like that where I go, there is no way. Do you know when COVID hit and people thought maybe the world would end? Do you know that people came to my house and said, wow, how did you know about COVID? All the food you have, you're prepared for the world to end, because I had sardines and beef jerky. And I go, no, this is just what I always have because it doesn't expire. I just had, it was something that I did not know. Oh.
What?
Hostess cupcakes.
What? Oh, what about them?
They were expired.
Yeah.
I go to my kids. I go. You could have them. I go. I don't think they'll make you as sick as they would if they were fresh. You know, like Tylenol's not as effective. But yeah,
but you said you don't think they'd make you as sick if they were fresh. You flip-flopped it.
Well, I did it on purpose because Hostess is poison. It was a joke.
I know. I was listening.
All right.
Just don't you feel like it's all a lie though?
That's what I would do. Wish my comedy CD expired. You had to buy a new one.
Well, medications I can vouch for. A lot of medications, they don't expire. They just lose their potency.
Is efficacy a word?
Efficacy?
Fuck.
You were kind of close.
That was embarrassing. I mixed up efficiency and efficacy.
I like it. You know what? They should invent a new Wordle for like 7 letters.
Wordle?
10 letters.
Do you guys Wordle? We're obsessed. We got it in 2 the other day, and there was a moment. I just
moaned to Wordle.
Do you know sometimes?
I totally did.
Do you know sometimes we'll write as a joke like a dirty word or something, and then by the 3rd try, I think we're both like, we should not have done this. We might not get it today.
Yeah.
Like we'll write a joke word that has too, and then we start to panic. But so far so good.
Well, I mean, I think it's safe to say I can't find any other things that dupe us. So I'm just going to focus on Wordle making me happy. And I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of other things that are fake. But there's probably so many. And now I'm just afraid.
Yeah, it's a good...
Like, what else is getting us? Everything.
No, I think just the elevator button and the Decoy thermostat.
And a Decoy crosswalk thing. That's crazy.
I knew the crosswalk thing
That's crazy.
was horse shit. There's a lot of fake stuff. All right.
But you know what? I will come to their defense, though. If somebody knew that they had to wait forever and they didn't have like a time sense of it, like, and they got mad, there'd be a lot more jaywalkers and a lot more pedestrians probably hit by traffic.
Maybe.
So perhaps we just have to take one for the team.
You know what I don't like though? One of my favorite things.
I don't want to stay on floor 14. There's another one. We know it's the 13th floor, but they don't do it.
This is not a joke at all. I got upgraded once. I walked into this hotel. I'm very friendly with people that work there. I actually had Erica's engagement ring sent there. My friend at the front desk took it home, put it in his safe, brought it back to work. My mail gets sent there. He goes, I walk in. He goes, hey guys. He goes, I knew Erica was coming this week. I've upgraded you guys to my favorite room. I go, that's amazing. And so we go upstairs. We get in the elevator. I press the closed door button. Nothing happens. We wait. And as we're going upstairs, you got a little upset. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Because we were on floor 14.
We were not on floor 14.
Well, I mean, it said 14.
I know that.
It was room 1401, but Erica said it was the 13th floor, and you had like a. I said I'd switch it.
I had a panic attack. I started crying.
You did.
Well, it's not the 14th floor. It's 13. So what's better?
Let me ask you this.
Mark it as 13 and just own it?
Can I ask you something?
What?
Say there's a ghost in your room. At least we can go into that separate bedroom and close the door. We're in a suite. Do you know what I mean? If it's being haunted, look at all this room we have to get away from the ghost. We got a sitting area, right?
The lights flickered.
I know.
There were weird noises.
There were, but it was 700 square feet. Maybe the ghost can hang out over there in 100 square feet in the corner.
You stayed in a haunted, creepy place, and I had to deal with that too. So don't try to make me feel like it was fine. It wasn't fine.
I go think about going for a run. Remember?
Ugh.
I go think about going for a run, and the guy goes, "You know what's beautiful? Take a left, and you can see where the owners are buried, and then you take a right where some of the."
No, you want to know the best part about that is you were FaceTiming me and you were like, oh, it's my friend Greg's birthday and we're all staying at this mansion together instead of a hotel. And behind you was the cemetery, like in the ground.
Gigantic cemetery.
Like tombstones, like right there. And you're like, yep. And I'm just on a swing and there's a tree, like I could read a book under and you'd love it. And you're like, that's where they're buried, like right next to it.
Can I say something that might be off topic? Yeah.
Stayed. And I was very proud of Greg for leaving.
Can I say something that might be off topic?
Didn't you say a few people were like, I'm not staying
Yeah,
there?
because they thought it was haunted.
And I spent the entire day Googling every news story I could find about that place to make sure it wasn't haunted.
Can I say something controversial?
What?
Fuck a bed and breakfast.
Oh.
Just fuck off.
Was this place a bed and breakfast?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. But I don't understand. Everything about running a bed and breakfast is everything I hate about the... Can you imagine having strangers sleep at your house and in the morning having to talk to... I have snuck out of so many bed and breakfasts before breakfast. They want you there. They want you at that breakfast. This is a different breed of person. Yeah. I've done comedy shows where instead of getting me a hotel, it is a bed and breakfast. Nothing in, you go into the rooms and it's like this lady's grandmother's bed. You know it's not up to the standard. I'm not talking Airbnb the company. I mean like pre-Airbnb. This is refrigerators without vegetable and fruit levers.
Well, we don't need them anyway, so maybe that was unnecessary.
We gotta go.
They don't work.
It's Afraid to Ask. Next time on Afraid to Ask, we're going to be talking about how well Erica's doing after... Yes. Yes, we are.
Oh, yeah. I guess we do have to go to bed because I've got surgery in the morning.
That's right.
Boom.
All right. Bye, everybody. Coming up on the next episode of Afraid to Ask.
I'm talking about the surviving spouse and how traumatic that is. So
Oh,
the next time
I
you
thought
think
you
you're
meant
going to
the
have
other
a
guy.
heart attack, maybe put it away
Okay.
and like do some breathing and chill.
Not easy. Once you start, can't hard to get the toothpaste back in the tube. You know what I mean?
Then just throw away the tube.
It's the only other time. Have you ever blacked out? I blacked out one other time. I think I might have told you about it on this podcast. I don't want to repeat it. Do you remember I told you I was on Real Rob and they were fixing a camera and they had cleaned the window? You have to clean all windows when you're filming because any smudge will ruin everything. And we were in between shots and I walked face first into a window.
Whoops.
Blacked out, like laying on the floor.
Did the window break?
Window did not break, but it was a much worse injury to my face. It was similar to the...
I was wondering if you got
lady
like
did.
lacerations or anything.
Lacerations.
Well, no.
Yeah.
If the window didn't break, how would you have a cut?
It was bleeding, crazy bleeding. And they had to... I don't know where it came from.